Hello, my name is Donny Kirkland. I'm the CEO of Cmelocal.com. It's hard to say this, but my partner and I have been at this now for 8 years. 8 years ago, everything kind of went to hell in a handbasket. You know what the economy did. It kind of tanked out, and my partner, he had a really good paint and body shop, and me, I was specialized in big truck repair. Loved to do the framework and the suspension. But we looked at each other and went, man, everything's drying up. What do we do? So both of us thought, well, maybe if we could just advertise better, get the word out, maybe we can survive this. We're good at what we do. Well, start calling around to find out what advertising costs on the internet, and ouch. So what we decided instead, we'll just build our own page. So we started working to try to pull our sources and build kind of a template page and set us up. And then we found out what it was going to cost to build the page. And then we found out that not only did we after we built the page, but now we have to have it hosted. And after hosting, we have to have it ranked. Holy mackerel, that was going to be brutal. So we looked at each other and we promised each other that we wouldn't quit each other until we completed this. We said there's got to be other people like us. So as we out-of-pocketed the whole way through, not an investor amongst us, that's painful. For the next 8 years, hit or miss a few times, we've fought to create this. Cmelocal is an interactive 3D business browser. It geolocates you. So what happens with your business is if you're the closest to your searching customer, you come first. Nobody gets to advertise on top of you. That's very irritating. If I pay for an ad on the internet and I pull up my ad and the first thing I see is not me, but 3 big boys that have paid a lot more money that are advertising on my page that appear on my page before me to my customers. Oh, that's frustrating. Why are people advertising on my website when I'm paying for that website? And then they charge me for it and charge them. Double, triple, quadruple dipping. I don't even know how that works, but never again. What we've decided is, as we've gone through this journey, we've talked to so many businesses. We've been to the last space shuttle launch and talked to the businesses up and down the strip at Titusville, all the way up to Oshkosh, Wisconsin, and walked amongst the businesses there. We're businessmen ourselves. We know what it's like. We know what it's like to be just look at your budget and go, holy mackerel, how am I going to afford this? I've got a friend that's paying $10,000 a month for 3 months a year just so he can pay for his AdWords. And then he hopes that he has enough to survive through the rest of the year off those 3 months. A $30,000 3-month budget. That's brutal. A lot of you are paying a lot more. So what we've decided to do is we've created a new direction. It's not just a website, although it's pretty cool. What it is, it's a new way of doing things, a new way of thinking about it. What if we could convince everyone, customers and businesses, to use a piece of paper? Market a piece of paper. That if you knew everybody goes to that piece of paper to find a business or a service, and the customers knew that every business was on that piece of paper that they're looking for, then it's just an agreement. We all go to the paper. What if we told all of our customers to go to Cmelocal? What if we told all of our other business friends, advertise on Cmelocal? What if we took our destinies back in our own hands? All I did was invent a fancy piece of paper. Oh, it's nicer than everybody else's, that's for sure. And we'll reinvest the money and over. Anybody that'll go 8 years out of his own pocket, near going through absolute bankruptcy and you name it, it's been brutal. But I refuse to quit. My partners refuse to quit. We believe in what we're doing. What I would like you to do is understand that we would like to partner with you to help your business grow, to help your business be the best it can be as a local. I'm not interested in the Walmarts. They can advertise on the site if they want to. They have to pay the same amount as you, and they can't advertise on your page. If they're closer providing the same goods that you provide, then their commercial and their ads and their coupons appear. But yours is after that, the next is after that. Everybody knows what Walmart is. It's cheap foreign goods. It's time for us to put the bang back in America. We've had a whole small business movement take place in this last year. Entrepreneurs are getting back busy again. I just want to provide you with a tool and the ability to lower your overhead from tens of thousands of dollars a month. And what we have it set at now is I think I can keep us below $100 a month forever in this system. We will tell our customers, we will tell our employees, we will tell our business friends, go there, that's where we'll be found. Never again are we going to have a ransom check held over us and told that we're not going to be able to advertise you unless you invest your first child or unless you give me part of your business. Oh, I had a friend with Groupons that didn't really think it through, and they advertised their product on Groupons, and then when they realized that they went half price, and then Groupon takes half again, they were only getting 25%. They were losing 10% per sale out of it, and near put them out of business. Well, we have a free coupon spinner in it. Everything I could think of that we could use up front and readily, we just put it in the system. Every time we turn around, we're going to partner with you, and if you'll communicate with us, we will continually improve the system forever. We're going to take the power out of the big boys' hands, and we're going to put it back in our hands, and we're going to team up with you. Now, mid-next year, sooner, possibly sooner. It's according to how fast we can get through this. We want 2,000 or 3,000 customers to work with so we can get input and feedback. It's kind of past beta already. We've played with it for long enough. But what we like is we like input from businesses. This is what we want. This is what we'd like to see. If you could just do this with us, Donny, we would enjoy it. If you could add this or do that. We're planning on upgrading and updating constantly. We want to give you the best tools to use, stuff that other people, they can't do. Let them try to write a 3D business browser. It's not happening. If they could, they would. But the problem is they're a huge Titanic ship, and they're set in a course, and it takes them hundreds of nautical miles to turn around. Us, we're a speedboat. We're with you. You're going to give us advice, and you're going to give us your understanding and what you'd like to see, and we're going to do our best to provide it for you. And what we're going to do is we're going to team up with you forever. My goal is to never have our costs more than $100 a month, ever. We become a business browser. The more people in, the more people come to us, the more you tell your customers. We just kind of take our own grassroots movement. And we're not ashamed of who we are. We carefully and we thoughtfully deal with other people. We carefully and we thoughtfully put this program together to make sure that it's something that we could all use and that it's beneficial to everyone. I just think that it's ridiculous to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars to advertise when, after looking at it and going through this journey, I kind of know what it costs to run this. And it's ridiculous. I won't say their name, but their initials is Google. Did $26.5 billion in 2015 with Google AdWords. $26.5 billion on clicking your words. Wow. I would just like us to keep reinvesting our own, and we'll take your ideas and take your thoughts, and we'll keep manipulating and keep growing and keep creating until we have the perfect land where everybody goes there. And it takes the wind out of the sails of those that would try to sink us if we don't play it by their games. Those with gun shops, yes, I'm a Second Amendment fan. I believe that every man has a right to defend himself. But if you go to Facebook, some are advertised on Facebook. Read the fine print. If they find out you're a gun shop, they'll snatch you right back off again. If you're doing gun programs on YouTube, perfectly legal. Some of it's really funny and very informative, but they rate it for adults only, and they make it kind of a pain to actually look at it. So YouTube is owned by Google. That means you're forced into their politics. Facebook, you know where they stand, where their politics are. What if instead we just were a freedom site? Just us. And then we ask churches and gun shops and gun clubs and golf resorts and any and everybody that just wants to advertise inexpensively, but with quality advertising. What What if we could get our advertising at $100 a month? What if next year, the first of the year, I walked into the VA and started talking to our brothers and sisters that have had it a lot rougher than us. And we give them all promo codes, and we teach them about Cmelocal and how to expand advertising. And we put them back to work. What if I give you a discount for taking their promo codes and giving yourself, instead of $9.80 a year, why not with a promo code, why don't I give you $200 off and make it $7.80 a year, $65 a month? It's ridiculous, isn't it? That's one minimum wage take-home pay for the day of a full-time worker at minimum wage. Are you willing to invest that in your future? But what I'll do is I'll pay our veterans, I'll pay our salespeople $100 every sale. Next year when you re-up, and we will re-up, because what we'll do is we're going to continue to work with you forever. We're going to continue to improve, continue to grow, continue to listen to you, continue to perfect, to where we're light years ahead of other people, where everybody else just throws their hands up and goes, what a waste of time. And they'll just go after the big boys. But the rest of us, we can take our own destiny. We're good. What if we can get veterans to sell 1,000 ads in a year? The Atlanta metropolitan area has approximately 800,000 businesses registered in the 13 counties. Not counting the doing business ads and the normal little shops and stuff that kind of fly under the radar, but still need advertising. What we end up with is we end up with a potential of 500,000 or 600,000 sales in just the Atlanta metropolitan area. In the United States, there's close to 30 million small businesses registered. If you count the unregistered, the DBAs and the real estate agents that are in and out, and the people that are running their little shops or their booths at shows, go ahead and add another 5 million. Imagine how much money our veterans could make if we just let them loose with promo codes and let them sell Cmelocal. 1,000 sales would pay them $100,000. Next year when you sign up again, and you will, you'll keep using us because we're going to work together to make sure that your business does well. I'll pay them again. As a matter of fact, I'll pay them perpetually. Every time you re-up your business, I'll pay them again. We can do our part. Once the market's saturated, we'll take those same veterans that have been selling for us or that have been out there kicking butt and doing what they do, and we'll turn around and hire them as our physical salespeople. You're on commission. You know what commission is. Car dealerships do it on a constant. The guy will give you a card and say, listen, I'll pay you $100 if you send in a customer that buys a car from me. I'm all for it. The cool thing is since Cmelocal is built in a 3D game engine, and it is a game engine, it's limitless in its potential. This is just the first of 30 projects. Before it's over with, you'll be able to walk into a world and see your business and see everything else you're looking for, and it'll change the way things are done. You see, our new customers are game kids, 20 and 30 somethings. All of them grew up with Xbox and PlayStations and things that I would never have dreamed of. Heck, when I started off, it was Atari and Pong, and I got yelled at over that, too much time in front of the TV, and it kind of left that funny little pattern on the sides of the screen. Nowadays, every kid lives in that. So we created our system to be operated by it. The more you learn about us, the more you'll understand that this is created for us. I've invested 8 years of my life, blood, sweat, and tears, along with my partners. Some have put forth even more effort than me. God bless them. To help you. I've been your partner and you didn't even know it. Now what I'm asking you to do is to understand what we're trying to do, to get your costs down, to get a better form of advertising out. Small businesses, use everything free you can use. We'll help you. But the best I can do and still be a viable company is to reduce your $10,000 a month, your $100,000 a year, to $780 a year and give you better than what you've got now. You see, it's a movement. It's not just the wow, the fancy piece of paper that we've created that everybody's going to agree to use. It's the understanding that all of us have drawn a line. It's an opportunity to take back our own destiny. I'm kind of sick of being drug across the coals. We'll talk about other things. This one's going on a little bit too long. 15 minutes is too long to hear rambling. God bless you.